Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. Happy Monday, you guys. Happy Monday. I am here. So, let's get into it. Hey Aisha. Hey Riri. Hey Ricky. Listen, y'all. I don't know. With the delayed notifications, I have no idea. It must be YouTube acting funny again. I'm going to give everybody a hot minute to hop in the live stream. So, listen, I see y'all. All right, Ricky Love. Yeah, sometimes YouTube be acting funny. So, you know, even though you have your notifications turned on, it won't notify you. Girl. Be a hot mess. A whole hot mess sometimes. Let's see what messages Spirit has for the collective right now. Let's see about it. Let's see what the messages are. I'm gonna light my sage to start off and spray my space because ooh, chat. I'm gonna give everybody a little hot minute to hop on in while I get the little incense off of my altar. If you missed the live stream last night, I'm gonna recap for y'all who missed. What were we talking about last night? We were talking about soul ties and cord cutting. Yes, that was the message. Soul ties and cord cutting. A lot of people struggle with cord cutting. Hey, M Love. A lot of people struggle with cord cutting. A lot of people struggle with codependency and attachment issues. And that's why that's where cord cutting comes into play. Because if you've ever been in a toxic situation and you need to just completely do away with it, the cord cutting ceremonies and rituals come into play. Now listen, I'm gonna give my little disclaimer. I am no witch, but that don't mean I don't know the craft. So cord cutting ceremonies are important if you're trying to rid yourself of something, some type of attachment that's unhealthy, like an ex. Just so y'all know. I apologize for looking rough, y'all. I worked out today. I'm still here. Oh, you did, M? See, it's very effective. Cord cutting is very effective. Like, you have to cut stuff off at the root. Because if you don't, it's just going to grow. Just like a tree, it's going to come right back up if you don't get it at the root. 30-minute cardio ain't no joke. I swear. But I'm being committed, you know. I'm being committed to self-care this week, and I'm being committed to healthy lifestyle changes. So I promised myself this week, listen, y'all, I'm just rambling. So if you were watching the live stream, just know for a minute that I'm going to ramble because that's just my Aquarius sun talking. So this week I promised myself, along with eating healthier, I'm going to work out. Of course, M, you always working. Girl, you always working. But we love you anyway. So that's why I don't got my little whole makeup facade on, because I was working out and sweating and lashes all day don't go together. It don't go together. So, but my brows stayed fresh. They stayed intact. So we all right with that. But yeah, I'm committed to eating healthier and trying to be more active. I am. I do work a lot. I work a lot. That's that's exactly what my person told me. He was like, you really need to take some time off, which is why now I don't work as much as I used to on the weekends at my other job, because he was like, you're gonna kill yourself working all the time. So I was like, okay, all right, I guess I'll take a little time off. But I mean, it's just in my spirit. It's in my spirit. It's in my blood. But yeah, for those who have a hard time, like if you have children, I know that right, yeah. You know, it's hard too. It's hard too to just release and surrender sometimes, you know. Girl, Rico don't need no attention. Rico gets all attention all the time. All the time. Y'all should have saw him this morning for breakfast. He had salad, he had bananas. He's the most rotten bunny on earth. And I try to love on him and he bites. Y'all, he bites. I mean, sometimes he'll give me bunny kisses, like he's licking me, those are bunny kisses. But then he'll bite sometimes. So you know, it's a love-hate relationship between us. Sometimes he'll let me hold him and I'll love him. And then there's other times where he's trying to hop out. They're like little bitty pinches in, like little bitty. It's a love-hate relationship between us. Speaking of which, I think he's eating now. I wasn't gonna let him out, but he has no control. And he can't be trusted. Y'all saw what he was doing the last time. He hops on. I rearranged. He does want his space in. That's exactly what I think he's been trying to tell me. Because I rearranged the room around and it's very clean and like organized. He does not like it. Because I moved his hay, I moved his stuff. He don't like it. So he'll move stuff. He was pushing the box yesterday. I was like, what are you doing? This is my space. No. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to release, because you know, when you get into a pattern of doing something, you get so accustomed to being on autopilot that sometimes you don't take the time to actually just be present and be in the moment. Reek, we're talking about you. He's eating something now. I don't know what he's eating. If he can behave, I might let him out. But as soon as he starts acting crazy, it's a wrap. I think it's pellets. I think it's his rabbit pellets. But yeah, his favorite snacks are sweets because he has a sweet tooth. Bananas, apples, and mangoes. He likes those. Yeah, he's wild. I try to tell y'all these things. He looks like a sweet bunny. Looks are deceiving. Reek, are you coming out? Watch this. Are you coming out, sir? You coming out? Come on. Everybody's talking about you. Come on. Come on. You coming out? Hi, buddy. Hey, buddy. All right, y'all. So Rico's on the loose. Yep, he's on the loose. Come here, bud. Say hey to everyone. Hey, everybody, I'm out. Say the devil is loose. Now he's gonna act shy, like he don't want to see nobody. Everybody's talking about you. They know you're out. Say hey. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. You gonna give me kisses? You gonna give me kisses? He's not gonna do it now. You're gonna give me bunny kisses? He'll do it. Sometimes he does it in the morning. Are you gonna give me kisses? Or no bunny kisses. He's looking at me like, how dare you put me on display? Are you gonna give me kisses? No bunny kisses? Ricky. 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 No bunny kisses? No bunny kisses. No. He's looking at me like, please don't. Okay, come on. Watch. When I go sit on the couch later, he'll hop right up there and want to be involved. Because that's what he does. I'm glad I got keep sanitizer. His little bunny hairs. Hi, Diana. Welcome back to the channel. I know, Rico, star of the show. He thinks this is his channel, but it's not. I'm like, Rick, you are a mess, sir. You are a whole mess. Oh, I also had a dream message. I don't know how many of y'all follow me on Instagram, but I think most everybody does. That's on the channel. But I posted about my dream. It was so weird because I've been doing a lot of research and a lot of study about spirituality, and I think that's why I had this dream, because I never ever see this woman. But last night I had a dream about Harriet Tubman. Now listen, y'all, I'm in my 30s. I have not seen Harriet Tubman probably since right, and I know a lot of people aren't. I have not seen anything about Harriet Tubman since, I guess, they redid her movie. Like, they redid a movie about Harriet Tubman. But I didn't even watch that movie, so that was really weird for me. So last night, it was like I could see her. And she was standing in the position just like the Fool. Like the way the Fool card looks in the traditional tarot, she was standing in that position, in that pose. And I was like, what is this? What is this supposed to mean? Yeah. And I was like, what is that supposed to mean? You know, because I guess it was some type of intuitive message from my ancestors. So I was like, okay, what are y'all trying to tell me tonight? And I couldn't go back to sleep for like a good hour. And so when I woke up, I thought about it, and I was like, I guess because Harriet Tubman, her significance was the Underground Railroad. And the fact that she worked with other, what do they call them? I would call them light workers. But other people during that time of slavery, other white people who were actually helping black people, who were helping slaves during that time to escape to go up north. So she worked with them. But she wasn't afraid to do it. And if she was, she didn't show it. She didn't show it. So I feel like the message is sometimes spirit is calling us to action. Sometimes you have to take a stance on what it is that you stand for, what it is that you believe in, and have faith in that particular thing, and let nothing stop you. Because when you have, when your faith is that strong, you know the parable of the sower in the Bible, right? Faith as small as a grain of mustard seed. So when you have the faith, just like in manifestation, I'm trying to tie this in together. Just like in manifestation, right? You set the intention. She had a plan. She had a goal. She knew that she had to start with herself first, and she knew that she had to take the risk in order to set herself free, getting across to the other side. Because becoming free as a slave was not an easy thing. and you had to follow certain rules. You had to leave at certain times, and following the path going north, you had to look for particular signs, and there were certain people's houses that were set up to help in the process of the escape. The slaves did not have time during that time going from house to house to ask, well, what if they see me? What if the master comes? What if he comes looking for me? You don't have time to ask those questions. Sometimes you have to get up and go without asking all these questions and without knowing. You don't know what the income is, but you're so determined and you have so much faith that it's gonna work that you're willing to make it or die trying. And that's pretty much what she symbolizes. Like, you're going to make it to the other side if you want to, if you're determined to do it. Now, you had those people who were scared, who stayed back, who said, I ain't going. She said, if you coming, let's go. Get what few little things that you need, let's go. We're out of here. But the people who wanted to stay behind, they stayed on the plantations. They kept working. They kept being beaten. They kept being abused. All the things that happened during that time period because they were scared. This is why fear is a major blockage. Fear is a major blockage. And fear tactics are still being used today. They're still being used today. But once you let go, once you release that fear of whatever it is that you're afraid of, whatever it is that you're afraid of taking a risk to do, whoever it is that you're afraid of letting go of, a job, a person, a situation, Spirit says, let it go. And don't be afraid to let it go. Don't be afraid to let the person know where you stand and where you don't stand. Because it's not a loss. You can only win because you're only being truly authentic to yourself and your needs. That was the message I got from it. I don't know why I saw the woman standing the way she was standing. She had a bag. She had a bag on her back, like she had stuff packed to go. And it was just her. I didn't see a group of people, but it was just her. And she was looking so serious. Like, the dream was so real. Like I could almost reach out and touch her. Like, it was that real. But I guess that message was for somebody. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out during the dream. But I feel like it's a part of the journey. I feel like it related to me in a sense that my journey is my journey. And I can't be afraid to go on that journey with or without people. Whatever I have to do to get to where I'm trying to be, I may have to leave some people behind. Some people may die. Some people may not. I feel like, it was a personal message for me. Like, there are people that are going to be left out of your journey, but as long as you get to the other side of where you're trying to go, that's where you're going. But don't give up. Be determined to get there. It was very vivid, Aisha. Yeah. Because when I think back to slavery and I think about all the hardships and all of the things that the slaves had to endure on a daily basis, I couldn't even imagine. And some of my relatives were slaves on plantations. So I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, but they got out. At some point down the line, they were able to get out, whether they became sharecroppers or whether they moved up north or whatever they did, because eventually they had a revolt. They had a revolution. The slaves stood up and they said, enough is enough. I feel that too. I feel like Spirit's message was, you better stand up for what it is that you believe in. You better stand strong on your morals and your beliefs, and don't let anybody or anything take that away from you. Because, like I said, just like back in that time that slavery where the Civil War was going on, it looks like we're headed in that direction. Yeah, it looks like we're headed in that direction now. I'm not here to sway anybody and to judge anybody for what they choose to do, but we all know what's going on. We see the mandates. We see the inconsistencies and the things that don't make sense with the CDC and the federal government, the politicians, Senate passing bills that make no sense, making certain things mandatory. When is enough going to be enough? At what point do you take all of our rights away from us and make our country a communist country? Eventually there's going to be a revolt. And they think that what happened back in January when former President Trump was in office was so horrible. They think that was something. They got another thing coming. Anytime that you threaten the liberty and the freedom of speech and the right to make choices in people's personal lives, I feel like that dream was so powerful. When I thought about it later, you have to stand on what it is that you believe in. You have to know that you actually do matter, and you have to let everybody know you matter. That is what it is. But I feel like as a collective, we're on the brink of something. We're on the brink of something major. Something major is about to happen. And it's going to take a lot of courage, because when I think about escaping to freedom, it's going to take a lot of courage. Yeah. It's going to take a lot of courage. And yeah, you may feel a little bit nervous and uncertain, like you said, Em, and it's going to be a little bit scary, but at the end of the day, you know where you stand. At the end of the day, we all know within ourselves, right is right and wrong is wrong all day long. You can't force people to do things. You can't force people to do things and think that it's just going to be okay. Everybody's just going to be like, oh, okay, well, that's what they want. Just saying. On the brink of something, whatever that is. Just watching politics, just watching the news and seeing what's going on, things that are happening, the way things are happening. It's like, really? Just what we're doing? And so people just sit back and allow things to happen. No one actually says, okay, why? Why is this necessary? Why is this mandatory? Why do my children need to have this particular thing to go back to school? Why do I need to prove to you that I have this? Why? Tell me why. And how is it that I have the right to decide whether or not I can have birth control, but you mean to tell me I don't have the right to decide what else I put in my body? Where are the American rights? Where is that at? I mean, not even just United States, worldwide. Where are people's rights? Where is that going? So when I think about it, I'm just like, whoa. I can see problems coming up in the future. If we continue with the president that we have now, it's going to be out of control. It's going to be out of control. And I'm not one of those people who are, I don't classify myself as Republican or Democratic. I don't care. But definitely not Democrat. I mean, I just don't. Both sides, there's issues on both sides. Exactly, Em. Exactly. Because they're the ones in charge. So they're the ones that benefit off of certain bills being put into play. And the people who are down here, we're all affected by it. And we're all just trying to live our lives day to day. They can pass a bill while we're sleeping tonight and wake up and change the way that we interact with one another on a daily basis. And because they passed that bill through Senate and Congress, we have to abide by it. But, oh, wait a minute. We're the ones that put the people in office. The ones that promise to do this, that, and the third. It's just, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Anywho. Anywho. Exactly, Diana. But how can you trust a body? How can you trust a body of government that has been known to lie to its citizens? That has been known to lie about certain things? How can you really trust that? Exactly, Em. Exactly. But yourself. That's about it. All of that to ramble on about what my dream was about. But I'm wondering, because my dreams have been very vivid recently, I'm wondering, like, is Spirit trying to communicate? Are they trying to say something to me? Like, are y'all trying to say something to me? What do y'all want to say? What are y'all trying to say? Because I'm not one of those people who, I don't have the clairs. I don't have the, the clairaudience and, you know, all the clairs. I don't have that. So for me, my intuition is, it comes through dreams. It comes through dreams, and it's mental. It's usually a thought. Like, sometimes I can sense something before it happens. I can feel it. I can't even explain how that happens, but sometimes I can just see it before it happens. Like, I can feel like we're on the brink of something major, like almost like a tower moment is coming up. Which brings me to another point. I was going to ask, like, if anyone knows of any other great ways of protecting your energy and your aura, like cleansing your aura, cleansing your space, that type of thing, because I feel like it's necessary. I feel like you should have, like, you can never have enough protection. You can never have enough protection. Now, I'm not talking about, like, I'm not talking about because somebody is doing black magic or hexing or crazy stuff like that. I'm just talking about in general, like, just protecting your energy from negative, unwanted entities or influences from just around you, environment-wise, because people carry attachments. People carry attachments, and they don't even know they carry them. Like, and I don't know if y'all have heard this, but I've kind of been like, okay, so if it doesn't work, then why has it been used for hundreds of years? I had seen a few things where people were saying that sage attracts negative spirits, and I'm like, how? How is that possible when it's been used for hundreds of years by Native Americans? Ooh, eagle feathers. Yeah, that's probably how the dream catcher came about. Oh, wow. So, eagle feather. That's a good one. And I know that certain crystals, like, they help a lot. They aid in protection and that type of thing. Spiritual baths. I don't have experience with spiritual baths, but in doing a little research and a little digging on spiritual waters, like cleansing waters, I know they have some different soaps. Right. I know they have, like, protection oil, and they have, like, protection, like a wash, like is that what it's called? A wash. I think it's like a protection wash, and they all have different properties, different herbs and things. I've just never used them, so I don't know how they were. I don't know if they're very effective, or if anybody has ever tried one, let me know. How did it work out for you? Because I'm curious. Like, I'm very curious. Like I said, you can never have enough protection. I could literally feel, though, when I got my selenite crystals, I could feel a huge energy shift in a great way in my in my space, and I keep one in my purse. It's a stick. We all seen it. Yeah, this. I keep one in my purse. Yeah, I can feel a huge difference just by the selenite being in here. It's just more calm. I don't know what it does, but it's just very calm and very like chill, very laid back. I don't feel like anxious or nervous or anything like that. So I keep one in my purse. It does look like an icicle. I guess it's kind of what it's like. Oh, let's cool her down. But it helps with charging your decks too. So if you use your tarot decks a lot, like I do, the selenite is a great charger for them. Great charger for them. Let me see. So oh, does she? Yeah, it's just, I don't know what it is about selenite, but it's very calming. It's very peaceful, whatever it is. They even have selenite plates where you can charge your other crystals on it. I'm thinking about getting one so I can do that specifically. But it just gives off a really great. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. I still use my sage bundle. Y'all saw me using my sage, okay? But you know, Native Americans have used sage for hundreds of years. So when I heard somebody saying that, they were like, well, sage, demons laugh at sage. And I'm like, if you say so. If you say so, I mean, I kind of think it's funny that it's been used for hundreds of years. Yeah, it's been used for hundreds of years, and they seem to be fine. So, and a lot of my ancestors in my family are Native American, Mexican, this type of thing. So I'm just like, for me, I feel comfortable using sage. For me, sage is no different than using bay leaves. Like, growing up my whole life, my mom would cook with bay leaves. Bay leaves are also protection. Dehydrated bay leaves, you put them in something, they're also supposed to be great for protection. Hey, Queen. Rosemary. Yeah, rosemary. It's just like the like the Italian seasonings. Thyme, rosemary, basil, bay leaves. They give off, something. They give off something potent. That's just like, it's a protection thing. Yeah. It's all right, love. It's all right. It is okay. We're just chatting at the moment. But if anybody is watching, yeah, I know. Anybody wants a reading that's in here now, let me know, and I'll go ahead and do y'all's readings. Quit, Ricky. What were you doing? Quit. Quit. Stop it, sir. Quit being a bad bunny rabbit. See y'all? Okay. Come here, Pops. Come here, Pops. Getting into trouble. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Here goes the troublemaker. He's playing now. I don't know if y'all can hear him hopping. Leave me alone, sir. Nope. I don't want a bunny rabbit. If you jump up here, I'm going to hold you down. Y'all, Rico is a mess. And say closing out another month. That's what I don't care for on Mondays, because Mondays, oh y'all, let me show y'all these candles I got. Check this out. Y'all see these candles? These candles smell so good. These candles. Believe it or not, I got these candles at the dollar store. And I don't know if I'm the only person that goes through this, but I went to the dollar store. I had went up to see my nephew this past weekend, and while I was there, I got distracted, because y'all know I get distracted, right? It was this whole aisle in the dollar store that had like plants and cute little decorative things, and they had these candles, so I got 2 of them. This is one, the other one's on the other side, but they smell so good. It's, what is this? True Living Essentials. It's one of those. So if y'all see it, I'm putting y'all on. These smell really good, and they burn. They burn really good too. This is bergamot zest, brush suede, and smoldering incense. So it has like a masculine smell. You know, kind of like a sandalwood patchouli type of smell. That's kind of what it smells like. But they're really, really good. And then I got my little organizer. Look, y'all, trying to get my life together. I got my little organizer, because remember that big old shelf that I had with decks on it? No. So I have an organizer. I have decks up here. This little deck thing was like $5, but I have decks up here. Y'all can't see it, but there's decks up there in the top. So they're up here on the side. Me trying to be productive. And then I have like this little white, it's a white thing, but it has all my other decks in it to hold my decks there, because otherwise I'll have decks all over the table. But I'm doing great, y'all. I'm being more organized. So now I just finished with a deck, and I just slide it back in there. So now I'm more organized. Yeah, instead of my table, my tarot table looking a hot mess, it actually looks pretty. I'm gonna have to take a picture and post it in the community tab so y'all can see it. Be like, oh my goodness, she actually cleaned it. Look at it. And my ancestors are like, she's so full of hell. Hey, Tasha. They probably like, we can't stand her. Oh man. Y'all, I'll probably go get more candles when I go back. Yeah, I have a little candle addiction. So if y'all ever want to send me anything, gifts, oh, you know what? That's what I'd be forgetting to put down in my description box is my P.O. box. Y'all can always feel free to send me candles, incense, anything, because I love candles. I'm also looking for a sign to hang on my wall, because me personally, backdrops are just kind of old for me. Like I'm just in a new energy. So like backdrops, the whole, you know, all them colors and galaxies. I mean, that's cute and all, but like, no, like I feel like it's too much. So I like to try to keep it simple. Like, you know, like a sign that says tarot readings or something here, you know, like to keep it clean. Like I'm trying to give it like a clean, sleek kind of feel, like an organized, clean, sleek type of feel. That's what I'm going for. That's the vibe I'm going for. Now, whether that's gonna work out, y'all, I don't know. That's what we're trying to do over here. Let's see. So if y'all see a good sign, just send it to me. You don't even have to tell me you sent it. Just send it. Just send it. Let's see. All right. And And then I have, oh, let me show y'all one more little goodie I got while while I was out, because y'all know I had to. Y'all know I had to. Oh. Y'all know, well, obviously, I've been making my own energy clearing spray. So remember I told y'all I had made my moon water. So I put my moon water in here. This used to have sanitizer in it. So I put my moon water in here and I added essential oils. Lemongrass, lavender, rosemary, protection oils. Listen, I will always accept essential oils. Always. No questions asked. And then, I got more incense, of course, because I have a problem. Got a problem. But along with my incense that I got, because these are backflow incense that I got, I've got this cute little genie lamp. It was so cute. It's an incense burner, but it's easy cleanup. So the ashes that are inside of here, I just dump them out, and they don't leave a mess all over my table, because I don't like ashes. I don't like ashes. So it's an easy cleanup situation for me. I probably have a lot of incense burners, because I have incense in my living room. I have incense everywhere. I feel like, y'all, I'm probably as bad with incense as I am with decks. Just so y'all know. It's the cutest thing ever, though. It's just so cute. I had to get it because it was just so cute, and I was like, I gotta have it. Put it on my table. Oh. Okay, M Love. You can drop your question, my dear. Infuse my ashes with oil. Right? That's what I need to do. You smell so good. That's what I need to do. How did he feel? Let's see. He probably acted like you didn't say it. Knowing him, he probably acted like you didn't even say it. You gotta tell me how to repurpose them, M, because I have no idea on how to do it. None at all. None at all. Right? You probably have to tell me how to repurpose them, because I have no idea. None at all. Y'all see the cuteness. You know what? Now I'm going to go on a search, because y'all know I like to research. So I'll be researching it. Oh. Let's see. Spirit, how did he feel about that? Rico, please leave me alone. You do the most. You really be doing the most. Let me see. I'd be like, oh, I'm always researching stuff. All right, Spirit. Ooh. That's the goal. Let's see. How did Jay feel when M said she was done? Let's see. I could almost bet you he acted like it wasn't over. He probably felt like it wasn't. Yeah. Knight of Swords in reverse. He felt like it was just yeah, he felt like it was just BS coming out of your mouth. That's the Knight of Swords in reverse. And if you ever get the Knight of Swords in reverse, he's just talking shit. That's what he felt like. Knight of Swords energy. That's what he felt, and spirits confirmed me. He felt like you were just talking shit and that you would want to start over again. Look at this, Ace of Wands, that you would want a new start and that you weren't walking away. Eight of Cups. Spirit's funny. That's how he felt. Because you know you're most comfortable with him. Nine of Cups, even though, right? Even though you two have grown distant, you know, because of everything that's going on. And even though he's taking you for granted. Yeah. He felt like, oh, she's just saying that. She's just saying that. She don't really mean she want to end it. No, she don't. She don't. It's like, you can't leave me. It's like, I can't argue with you. You mine. That's how he felt. That's how he felt about it. Hey, Casey, love. We are good. How are you? Oh, man. Men are funny. Men are so funny. Their perception of things is so funny. It's just their communication style, you know, because each man is different. It's like their communication style is like so weird, because you'll be thinking like, this man has no interest. He does not do this. He does not say that. You're thinking, and then he just come out of the blue and say something that just totally rocks your world. Like, where did you get that from, sir? Where? Like, help me understand, because I need to understand. That's the first thing. You know what? That's the first thing. That is the first thing. Like, oh my goodness. Men are so weird. Spirit, what's his overall energy right now? Let's see. The Star, healing. This is a good energy. This is his overall energy right now. Spiritual renewal. Really working on himself, but also bringing healing back to the connection as well. Yeah. Being positive, actually. The Star is positive energy and is being hopeful. Yeah. Right? Page of Swords. He's thinking about you. You know the song, I've been thinking about you. Yeah, that. He's thinking about you. Completing karmic cycles. At least it didn't come out in the reverse, because then that would have been like he's still going through it. But now it's like that cycle is he's trying to close that cycle out and learn the lessons that need to be learned. Because he's ready to start over with the Page of Pentacles. He's ready for a new start. He wants to actually bring an offer, you know? So that works too. Oh, trust me, I know. Listen, relationships are hard. They're hard as hell. Relationships are hard. Because you have two different people from two different walks of life, two different personalities, two different upbringings coming together to form a union. You know, I used to think to myself, like, wouldn't it be nice if the person that was meant to be your soulmate, or whatever y'all want to call it, twin flame, soulmate, divine counterpart, whoop, 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 if that person was raised beside you, like, they kind of knew what you were like and you kind of knew what they were like, so when y'all finally got together, it wouldn't be so difficult. But then that would take away the experience, because you would already know. Right? Right, Em? Because you would already know about this person, their ways, their mannerisms, their preferences, their character. Balance is rough, but you know what? Spirit wants each one of us to complete our journey solo dolo, because each individual person has their own journey, has their own life experience. So the lessons that your person has to learn may not be the same lessons that you need to learn, but it could be. You could have already learned those lessons and he just took longer to learn it. Which is where I think, y'all can tell me what y'all think. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but this is just my perception when it comes to the twin flame analogy, right? That's where they call that mirroring, you know, where you mirror each other in the connection, because the things that you typically don't like within your person, well, that depends on who you're asking, Em. The things that you don't like in your person are usually things within yourself that you need to work on, whether that's being controlling, whether it's being inconsiderate, whether it's being selfish. The twin usually mirrors that back to you. So I can see how in the connection it causes challenges, because it's like being refined. Exactly. It's, you know, exposing each other's weaknesses. The problem comes where one person has been doing their work, they've been working on themselves, and the other person is dragging their ass. The other party is not obligated to sit there and wait for you to figure it out, get it together, whatever it is that you need to do. The other party is not obligated to sit there and wait around for you to get it together. They're not. And that was where I had my issue with that particular label, because it's like a lot of people were saying, okay, well, this is my twin, so I'm not destined to be with anybody else or have any other experiences. Because when you think about your lifetime, over a lifetime span, you have a lot of karmics. Okay, those karmics are not your twin, right? So that means what? That means you're going to have a relationship or have a connection with other people outside of your twin flame. So I can't see, oh, well, I met my twin, so I won't have any other relationships. That can't be true, because the way it's set up is your soul's journey is to learn certain lessons. It's for your soul's growth, right? And your twin has things that they have to learn and grow into. So that was my issue with it. But yeah, he's in a good energy right now because he's trying to work on it, and that's a good thing. He's trying to fix what needs to be fixed. Rico. So that's a good thing. That's a great thing. Mm-hmm. Right. And of course, you have to, and this is why I tell people, like, even when I do my, my love and relationship readings, you have to trust your gut and use your intuition, because you know your person. Sounds like a wonderful plan, Em. Sounds like a wonderful plan. So that's great, though, because then that puts pressure on him to figure it out within a certain time frame. We're not playing games here. We're not going to be doing this for another 5, 10, 15, 20 years. That means you're going to have to get your shit together and get it together like ASAP, like yesterday. A lot of people make the mistake of waiting around for someone because it's their person that they're just destined to be with. And it's like, no, life goes on, right? And if they really want to be with you, then they're going to make the effort to do that. Life goes on. And you don't get any younger. You don't get any younger. So you gotta, you gotta enjoy the life that you have while you still have it, because tomorrow is not promised. So no, I'm not waiting around. I'm not waiting around for anyone. Friend, family member, subscriber, follower. I'm not waiting around. Either you're with me or you're not with me. You figure it out. Anywho. Was there anybody else that wanted to be added to the list? Wanted a reading? Rico, did you check? You did eat. Y'all, Rico took a bite out of the magician. I was praising him. I was praising him. You're welcome, M Love. I was like, surely you didn't come up here and bite anything. Lies, all lies. He just had to. More than likely, my advice is to release. You know why? Let me explain to you guys who are watching the live stream, right? Why my advice is usually 9 times out of 10 to walk away. Yes, girl, silly rabbit. Is because a lot of people have codependent relationships. They do. And even the dynamics of those, those readings, if you've ever seen those third-party karmic readings between where it's just messy and it's a bunch of drama, you know? Oh, you're fine, Tasha Love. That is perfectly fine. Where there's a lot of, toxicity, there's a lot of challenges, there's a lot of back and forth, the push and pull. A lot of times it's a codependent attachment. Hi, Neil. Welcome to my channel. So a lot of times there's a lot of codependency and there's a lot of attachment issues because the person is so desperate to be with someone, so desperate to hang on to someone because they don't want to be alone. They want their kids to have a parent, whatever the case may be. And it's usually women. Women are usually the ones that are come across as extremely desperate, and men know this. Men know this, and men will fully take advantage of it because they're like, well, damn, I could pretty much get away with anything with her because she's so damn desperate to have a man in her life. She'll put up with all my shit. She'll buy things for me. She won't require very much of me, and I can just walk all over her because she's desperate. But here's the thing. See, when you realize that you are actually a prize, that you have value, your needs matter, your emotions and feelings matter, your desires matter. Exactly, because you know your worth. When a woman knows her worth, she cannot be walked all over. She can no longer be manipulated. She can no longer be lied to and taken advantage of. So then this man has to decide, oh damn, now I got to get my act together because she really will put me out. She really will leave. She says what she means and she means what she says, which is why y'all always hear me say, you have to take yourself seriously before anybody else takes you seriously. Because that's just like, what's a good example? That's like dieting. I use this example a lot, right? If you want to lose 10 pounds, right, you have to do what? You have to make changes. If that's what you say you want. If you really don't want it, then you're going to cheat. You're going to skip a day. You're going to eat some stuff you're not supposed to do. But because you're not committed, because you're not serious. But when you become serious about what you say, mean what you say and say what you mean. And do not be afraid to walk away. At any time, you are free to walk away. The door goes both ways. Even if even if you shouldn't have to. There's a song by Fantasia, Free Yourself. I was playing that song like since Friday. This is one of my favorite songs. I love Fantasia Barrino. I love her. She's one of my favorite artists. But it's like, if you don't want me, then go. You are free to go, sir. The same way you came running up in here because I didn't chase you. You sought me out. You asked for my phone number. You started calling me up, whatever the case may be. The door goes both ways. Just as easily as you came in, you can go right back out the door. I don't need you here. Do I want you here? Sure. But am I going to die without you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm going to be fine. And that's why I was saying the other day, for those who missed the live stream yesterday, about the cord cutting. Men, listen to me, ladies. Divine feminines. Men know exactly what they're doing when they do it. Very smart. Okay, they are skilled in the art. If you break up with a guy and he doesn't really want to break up with you, he will still make his presence known so that it triggers you in some kind of way, so that you feel some type of way, so that you miss him. He wants you to see him. He wants to get a reaction out of you. That's why you cut it off. You give him no room or opportunity, like the devil. You don't give him any room or opportunity. No, you will not see my posts. You will not have access to me. That is over. We are done, sir. But if you leave those little cracks open, well, we're not together. I deleted the number, but he can still call. I deleted the number, but you didn't block him. Or you block him and then you unblock him, because a lot of that happens too. Then you're not really over him and you're not really done. You still have pictures on your phone. You still got souvenirs from when you guys went out on the trip. You still got posts all on your Facebook status in a relationship with a picture of you and him. All kinds of crazy stuff. You're not over this man. And he knows it, because he can see your page, because you didn't block him. Because that means you're still letting him in. He still has a foot in the door. So guess what he's going to do? Hey, it's me, the one that you said you were done with. I'm right here. I ain't go nowhere. I didn't go anywhere. You weren't serious. I'm right here and I'm not going anywhere, because you didn't block me. So pop, I'm on your Instagram page. Pop, I'm on your Facebook page. Scrolling up your timeline. Blowing up your text messages. You didn't really want to end this relationship. You were just in your feelings, girl. So the next time, because you know there's going to be a next time. Yeah, so the next time, he's going to really show out. He's really going to show out. She says she wants to end it. End what? End what? With who? Like, he's not even going to take you seriously. So that's why I say I am a strong stickler about cutting it off. Cut it off. A lesson I had to learn the hard way, because I didn't used to always be that way. I thought that I could be, let me understand him. Let me explain myself. I don't owe him a damn thing. We have nothing together. We don't, for some of me in my situation, we didn't have kids together. We didn't live together. I had nothing to lose by walking away. Nothing to lose. What do I owe him an explanation for? Why do I need to understand that he's been cheating? Why do I need to understand that? Because there's nothing to understand about that. Why would I need to give him the benefit of the doubt? There's no reason. So just walk away. Block him. What does he need to talk to me? Oh, I need to talk to you. For what? We are not together, sir. I just need to talk to you. Okay, you can see me outside of Walmart in the public parking lot. In the public. You're not coming to my house. We're not going to do that. You no longer have access to me. I just need to talk to you. Okay, talk to me right here, right now. Because you don't have my number. What do you need to say? That's literally how serious you have to be about it. That's how you have to be about your boundaries. Because if you don't, you'll be walk all over. They won't take you seriously. Oh, I'm here in the front yard. Why? Why are you in my front yard, sir? This is harassment. Do you see what I'm saying? Child. The boundaries. I was saying the same thing about people with kids. If you co-parent with an ex that you are done with, you have got to have boundaries. You have to treat them like they are business. If they owe you money and you are no longer together, it is a transaction. Sir, please send your payments to the following. We are not having small talk. We are not chit-chatting. We are no longer in a relationship. We are no longer together. So we will not discuss that at all, period. Y'all. Anywho, I hope y'all feel what I'm saying when it comes to boundaries, you know? Hey, the high priestess, of course you can. Boundaries, cord cutting, saying no and not feeling guilty about it. No, we're not going to your house on the first, second, third, or fourth date. No, I'm not trusting my kids over there. No, we're not going on vacation. No, we're not moving in. Right? It's $10, love. Thank you, M. Boundaries. You know what, M? Now that I'm thinking about it, I bet you ashes can probably go back into the earth. I bet you they can. Bet you they can go back into the earth. For some reason, though, my incense don't burn all the way. They don't really be burning all the way. Right, Em, but you know what? It's so worth it, though. In the end, it's so worth it. When you finally get that degree, you're going to be like, all the hard work paid off. And you know, you're a Scorpio. And most of the Scorpios, all the Scorpios I know, like once they set their mind to do something, they do it. Yeah. Yay! I'll be so happy for you. I have to send you a graduation present. Yeah, Scorpios are very determined. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Uh-huh. Oh, you got this, then. You got this. Easy. You got this easy. Because I mean, I feel like you like most of the information you're familiar with already. So that really makes a big difference. So, see? So it's going to work out really well for you. I just know it. I just know it. You got this. Yeah. You're welcome. I know that college is not easy. I know it's not easy. So definitely, that is a huge accomplishment. That is something that definitely should be celebrated. Definitely. So you got this. Yeah, it takes a lot. It definitely takes a lot. But you are one of those people that have the capacity to see it through. You're the type of person that is going to see it through. Because you want it. You want it. Thank you, the High Priestess. Appreciate you. Ooh, that would be nice. That would be lovely. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Yeah, that would be lovely. You can drop your question, the High Priestess. Where's my other incense thingy? Well, I'll let that one burn out. Yeah, it'll probably come with better benefits and perks and stuff too. You might even be able to work from home. You might not even actually have to go anywhere to do what you do. Check that out. You can have a whole setup at home. Ooh, let's find out. Spirits. Show me the messages. I told y'all cut people off was in the air. You're fine, Em. I'm here for all the dialogue. Thank you, Neil. Spirit, how does the earth sign feel about being cut off? I feel like he really... Wow. I have purged. Almost like you're ridding... Yeah, like almost like you're trying to cleanse your energy of this connection. Like the cord cutting we were just talking about. That's kind of how he feels about it. Let's see. Impossible. He can't, he was in shock. Like, I can't believe she's letting me go. It reminds me, I'm hearing this old song from when I was a child, okay? It's a song, Before I Let You Go, Can I Get a Kiss Goodnight? I don't even know who sings this song, but if you know, let me know. But that's the song I'm getting. He felt like, I can't believe, he didn't think you would actually do it. I don't know why. See, this is what I'm talking about. The audacity. The audacity. Right. Caged up. Like, this relationship was pretty much stuck where it was. It wasn't, you know, he felt like he wasn't really free to really express how he felt about things, and maybe you felt the same way. So it's probably better that it, you know, right. It was caged up. Caged up. It was stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck. It was up in the air. So nobody really knew how the other person was feeling because, you know, I'm getting the energy of like he was stringing you along. Like he wouldn't really open up and say what he wanted. Loyalty. He does feel like you were very loyal to the connection. But somewhere along the line, he grew attached. He grew detached from the connection. Yeah, slow progress. It was very slow, dragging his ass to give a commitment, to bring a solid offer. Yeah, while you two were together. Spirit's just confirming while you two were together. Yeah, that's how he feels. He feels like things were very slow. He wanted things to go slow. He was very detached emotionally from this connection. I take it that he's the type of man that's very emotionally unavailable. And unfortunately, there's a lot of men out there like that. And unfortunately, there's women like that too. But people who are like that have not dealt with their past traumas, past bad experiences. And this is exactly why I will continue saying and encouraging people to heal. Heal before you get into another relationship. Stop hopping into rebound relationships. You know what? At least you see, you know what? I'm proud of you, the High Priestess, because at least you see where you may have gone wrong and not paid attention to the red flags sooner. A lot of times we wait until it's too late to pay attention to the red flags. Then, our feelings are hurt. We're feeling some type of way. When the person showed us who they were at the very beginning, we were just so caught up in the moment and so caught up in emotions that we didn't pay attention to the reality of the situation. Because somewhere along the line, it was a casual conversation. Well, where do you see this relationship in another year from now? Oh, well, I'm just kind of just seeing, if we really vibing like that, seeing where things really go. See how that's an evasive answer? I didn't really answer the question. I didn't really answer the question. Exactly. And sometimes guys like that can be very evasive. Like, he likes the idea of you. He likes the idea of being in a relationship with you, but he doesn't really want to put a title on it. Those are the type of people to beware of, because they're not really that serious about it in that season of their life. He could change a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. He could be ready, totally ready to be in a relationship, totally ready to settle down. But instead of being honest and upfront with you and saying, you know what, listen, I'm not looking to be in a relationship right now. That's not what I'm looking for. That's a great way to start it off. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Because I'm not going to waste my time. Because I know what I want and I know what I'm looking for. Does that make sense, the High Priestess? So at least now you know going forward, like, okay, let me get this clear. What are you looking for? Like you said, you are looking for consistency, right? See, and that's the thing. Sometimes guys are honest. See, but you're being honest about it. So that's a good thing. And I appreciate your vulnerability here on my channel. Thank you. Because I've been in your shoes. A guy told me one time, he was like, I don't want a relationship. And I was like, oh, he'll change his mind. He'll change his mind. And just like you, I had nobody to be upset with when my little feelings got a little hurt. I had nobody to be upset with but myself, because I put myself in that situation, assuming that he would change his little mind, after a couple of whatever, weeks, months, days, whatever. He would change his mind. He would change his mind. He did not change his mind. 2 or 3 months later, did not change his mind. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Me either. Same thing. Same thing. I wasn't really that hurt about it, because in the back of my mind, it's like you already know he's not serious. But you have that little bit of hope that maybe, just maybe, he might be a little bit serious, but he ain't. He ain't doing it. Let's see. Yeah. Because you try to think positive, but you can't. He said no. That's what he meant. Funny story though. Fast forward years down the road with my current person. I did not pass go. I did not collect $200. He tells me immediately, I'm not ready to be in a relationship right now. I said, okay, goodbye. No questions asked. And this is why M calls me the Queen of Swords. No questions asked. I'm not ready for a relationship. Okay, goodbye. Get out. Delete my number. Bye. That's not what I meant, but that's what you said, sir. So then he had to come back and backtrack and explain himself. That's what you said, sir. And here's excuse me. So then he had to come back and explain that he still had some healing to do. Okay, great. So do your healing. Leave me alone. I don't have time for the games because I've been there, done that. Now I know better, right? When you know better, you do better. If a man is telling you he does not want a relationship, trust him. He does not want one. He is not ready for one. He is not going to change. You're not going to make him change. Oh, you can't do cartwheels and flips to get the man to change his mind until he is ready to change his mind. That's just how men are. When they're not ready, they're not ready. When they want you, you will know it. That you will know it. You won't have to question it. Very honest Sagittarius. Very straightforward, just like I was with the question. What are you looking for? Well, I'm not ready for him. I'm not ready for a relationship. Okay, me, goodbye. See how well that worked out? I'm always the mean one. Why? Why am I always the mean one? Somebody asked me, what do you think I should do? Leave. Block him, cut him off, delete his number. Leave him alone. When he figures it out, he'll figure it out. He'll come back. Trust me, they always come back. That's why I say women, sometimes we get so emotional about someone and it's like, you're over here crying, but he's not. He's out having wings and beer with the guys. He's having a great time. They're going to the football game. You're over here crying. I haven't heard him. He hasn't called me on that. Is he crying? No. He hasn't texted you and he's still living his best life. That's understandable, the high priestess, and yes, whenever sexual intimacy is involved, you do catch feelings sometimes. Right, Em? Right. That's what you have to do. The high priestess. I'm dying at this comment. Because, whew. Oh man, typical man behavior. It's like, sir, how are you changing the subject? Right. Oh man. Just crazy. Right. Like, that's not what this is about, sir. We're not doing that. Right. Sagittarius have no control. They have no control. Sagittarian men have no control. They have attitudes. They're hypersexual. They have bad tempers, but they are so much fun. They're so personable and friendly. Everybody wants to be around them. It's damn fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. They're all the same. They're all the same. They're all, they love attention. They love female attention. Like male, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they love female attention. They love to be noticed. They have temper. Aries really has a temper. But Sagittarius does too. Oh my goodness. The High Priestess, what sign are you? Because girl, I could have warned you. I could have warned you. Yeah, Sagittarius men are extremely flirtatious and social. They're super social butterflies. Love it. They just love the attention. Rico! Y'all, Rico is into some things. Oh, child. I should have warned you about the Virgos. I should have warned you. Male Virgos. It's a no, honey. It's a no. Hold on, y'all. Let me go see what Rico's up to. Because y'all know he can't be trusted. Hang on a second. Ricky? Where are you at? Rick? Where are you at? I don't know where he read this. Oh, there you are. Come here. You're out of control. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. He can't be trusted. He can't be trusted. See, I was tearing up. Give me love. Give me love. Give me love. Y'all, you don't want a bunny. He's only cooperative because he ran out of breath. Wherever he was hiding in I have a closet where my washer and dryer are at, so he ran in there and was hiding. What were you doing in there? Y'all, he's a mess. All right, let's go, Ricky. Okay, he's good now. He has pellets. Yeah, whew, some fire sign men, boy, you gotta watch them. You gotta watch them. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And it's Leo season 2. Child, gotta watch. But yeah, I should have warned you about the Virgo men. So feisty. So feisty. Should have warned you about the Virgo men. Listen, I know Virgo men. Virgo men are, I think Virgos in general are low-key freaks of the zodiac because Virgo is actually a closeted freak. Like, you would never guess it because Virgo is so, like, Virgo, they're social, but they're kind of like shy and more reserved. Virgo men are typically pretty quiet, so you would never guess that there was like an underlying freak in there. Yeah. Yeah. But because Virgo is so critical, like you would never actually be their ideal partner because Virgo has all these things in their mind of what their partner should be like. So if you don't tick off all of Virgo's boxes, then it's kind of like, I mean, I like this about her or him, but Virgo is like, meh, with whoever they're dealing with, because it's like, you are almost perfect, but not really. Much like Taurus. Taurus is kind of like that too. Taurus is kind of like, you were almost the one until you weren't. That's how they are. But Virgo men are a whole different breed. Virgo men are a lot different than Virgo women. Virgo women I can get along with. Virgo men, I've got to keep them in prayer consistently because, yeah, it's a no for me. Can't deal with it. I usually, see, here's the thing. Like I said, I can get along with Virgo women. Virgo men, it's a no. Yeah, we usually end up fighting, so that's gonna be a no. Scorpios. Who would I? You know what? Now you got me thinking, the High Priestess. Now you really got me thinking. Who would I highly recommend Scorpio to be with? Not Taurus. That's for sure. No. Scorpio, do not know. See, you love them from a distance. Yes. Miserable. Most Virgo men are miserable because they're not happy with themselves a lot of the time. Virgo men have a high tendency to be very narcissistic. They do. Because they're such perfectionists about about everybody else around them. They're so critical and judgmental of everything outside of them, but it's only because they're even more harder on themselves. They have a lot of insecurities, and so they project that. Oh, a Taurus. Oh my goodness. Scorpios and Tauruses, y'all need to stop getting together, okay? My sister is a Taurus, and she attracts a lot of Scorpios. And controlling, because that's Taurus. Male Tauruses are very dominant, but any male whose sun sign is an earth sign, he tends to be very dominant. He tends to be very, like, when I say dominant, I mean like very OCD, very like Virgo. Again, we're talking about male earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, okay? Those signs are, well, I think Taurus is the only fixed one. Yeah, Taurus is the only fixed one because Capricorn and Virgo are they cardinal? I don't remember. But if their sun is in Earth, 9 times out of 10, those particular men, this is just from my experience, are very dominant. All of the Earth sign men that I know are extremely dominant. They want you to know that their territory is their territory and they're going to run it how they want to run it. And if you don't like it, you can go. That's earth sign energy. Very territorial. Capricorn? We're not even gonna go there today. Capricorn men are also extremely dominant. Very dominant. They have a lot of audacity. But Capricorn men are usually very quiet, very reserved. Right in. They're very quiet, very reserved for the most part. You may have a few extroverts in there sometimes in the mix. But typically, most Capricorn men that I know are very reserved. But they're very, they're bossy. They're very bossy. Capricorn is very bossy. Like, I don't know why, but I guess it's because they're a dominant sign. But the females are like that too. They're very just dominant. It's a domineering sign. like Taurus. Taurus is a very dominant sign. Virgo men. Yeah, but they're very career oriented. Capricorn is all about money. Capricorn is all about doing their best at things. Yeah, Capricorn is very much like, they're usually very abundant in the material world. Like they're very independent, very much like Aquarius. That similarity, Capricorn is very headstrong. They're very headstrong and they're very very independent. Yeah, they take charge. They take charge of situations. Capricorn does. Any Capricorn that I know of, and anybody who has Capricorn placements in their chart, they tend to be more dominant, and they tend to be yeah. Yeah, they tend to be very like let's go. It's just Capricorn. It's dominant energy. I've never dated a Capricorn queen. I've never dated one, but I have dealt with a lot of people in my practice. I have dealt with a lot. I've employed a lot of people too. So during my interview processes, I'm taking an analysis of birth dates and zodiac signs, and I'm comparing these people because I'm trying to see something. So I'm like, okay, is it just me, or does Leo not really want to work? Is it just me, or is it just Aries and Scorpio that are going to actually go to work? Is it just me, or is Virgo too picky to find the right job? Because Virgo believes that Virgo believes whatever Virgo believes. Now, Virgos will work though. Virgos that I know of are usually really good hard workers. It's the men Virgos that are too picky. Leo men quit. They quit. Leos in general quit. I'm trying to think back. Do I have any reliable Leos working for me? Have I ever? I mean, as long as they're getting what they want out of it, yeah. But the moment something doesn't go their way, Leo usually doesn't show up, walks off a job, gets into somebody's face. Yeah. I'm trying to think about it. Makes excuses. But see, this is the thing. It's placements in people's charts too. So I take that into consideration because your sun sign, because you're more than your sun sign, right? Your sun sign could be in Leo, but then you have other placements. And then you also have July Leos and you have August Leos. Totally different. They're totally different. Now, right. Exactly. Most of my experiences have been with July Leos, and they're borderline Cancer. So that tells you a lot. It tells you a lot. I'm just saying. Like, there's May Tauruses, and there's April Tauruses. They're different. They're different. You have May Geminis, and you have June Geminis. Different. Child, they are different. Okay? Different. You have June Cancer. There you go. He's borderline, he just missed Virgo. So that explains a lot of the emotional aspect. Because I find that Leos can be highly emotional. Yeah, he just missed Virgo. Yeah. I know a lot of people with that birthday, 8/22 cuspers. That's how my birthday is. I'm a cusper between Capricorn and Aquarius. I'm the 23rd of January. So they're like, you kind of could be a Capricorn, but not really. Yes, in Virgo, when you have a cusper like that, anything borderlining Virgo is extremely sensitive because of Virgo. This is why I'm telling y'all from my experience. Virgo men usually are extremely miserable because Virgo is actually deeply emotional. And usually Virgo has some type of water placement, Cancer or Scorpio. Cancer or Scorpio in there. So they get very emotional. And it's like, why are you crying, Virgo? What happened? What happened? Right? What happened? You know? It does. It really, when you really start to get into astrology and you look at people's natal chart, like their rising, their ascending, their moon, then you kind of, their Venus sign, how they handle love and relationships, what placements the planets are in, it kind of helps you put things into perspective for that individual. Because then you're just like, ooh, now I know why she's like that. I see it now. Yeah. My rising sign is a Libra. So how I show up to people, how I interact with people, which makes a lot of sense because a lot of people are like, oh, she's so bubbly, happy, this type of person. Libra energy. You should do it. You should do it. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, if you haven't done it, do it. I think you will I think you'll find a lot about yourself. Yeah. What is today, Monday? Okay. Yeah. See if you can do your chart or your person's chart. We'll discuss the findings when we come back Wednesday night. All right. I'm going to hop off of here, my loves, so I can eat and get myself in the bed. But I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining in the live stream. I hope that there was some bits and pieces of valuable information tonight for those who are just viewing. Yeah. See what you can find out about your natal chart. Sun, moon, rising, Venus sign. Okay, at least those 4. So, good night, loves.